Well, boys and girls, it's time for those questions. All right. We were just on Periscope throwing out the live Powerball numbers. If any of you guys were there to catch it, we didn't fucking win. Won a whopping $4 at least. So, I mean, at least it's better than nothing. But wasted 20 in the process. But hopefully some of you guys might have won. Like I said on Periscope, if any of my viewers won, be a nice guy or gal and pay off my truck. Anyways. Alright, let's get into answering these questions. We're just going to go one by one, all the way down the line. I know this is kind of angled off, kind of funky, but I'm using my my Rand McNally tablet here. Hell, I even got it pulled up to the damn video, just because I don't have myself logged into this one. Alright, let's see here. Mr. BD Joker 2000. How easy is it getting a truck through quality? Okay, you got a couple questions here, so we're just going to go one by one. It's pretty easy getting a truck in some sense. Depends on what kind of truck you want. Because if you're really picky, you want a certain truck, and they don't have it, then it's going to be kind of tough. If you're not picky, you just want a truck, and you go there and just find something that they offer, it's pretty easy. Because then you just pick out the truck that they have available. And go from there. How long did it take start to finish? 3 days from start to finish, because I picked out my truck on one day, and then by the time they put all the stickers on it, they put my Qualcomm in it and all that, it took 3 days. Damn, this thing is really kind of like angled down there, ain't it? There we go. That's a little bit better. Let me scoot back a little bit. So about 3 days, give or take. If you get a used truck, it could take longer, because now they got to go through and give it a DOT inspection, fix anything that's wrong with it, so on and so on and so on. Says you're thinking about getting into one. That you love the videos. Good luck to me. I appreciate the good luck. I mean, they're easy to deal with. It's just, it could be a headache, but they're not too bad. BNJN. Was I ever a company driver? Yes. I started out as a company driver many years ago. I did a lease purchase back in 2005 when I had about a year of experience. Made good money. That went shits up. And then I stayed company driver all the way up until I leased on with Knight again, which was just about 2 years ago now. How does it compare to being a lease op? There's a lot. From company driver to lease op, there's a lot more stress involved. Let's see. You got your stress. You can make more money. You're supposed to make more money, but then you got a lot more expenses, because now you got higher tax brackets. There's a lot of risk involved, and a lot of people can't do it. He says nothing wrong with vaping in my videos. All right, let's see here. Okay, Rolandas Dove, Rolandas, something like that. Steps to take when moving your truck. For example, give notice to the current company, who to talk to, equality, etc. When you're moving your truck, the way I did it is, obviously you got to be pre-accepted to the company that you want to go to. So for example, CDN already said, yes, you're technically hired. You just got to go for orientation, shit like that. The typical, job status part. So once CDN said, yes, I'm hireable, CDN sent an email to Quality, which is my letter of intent to hire me. Without that, Quality will not let you move your truck. So you got to have your letter of intent. Then what I did is I just called up Eagle and told them, hey, I need my letter of separation. I'm done. Well, at that point, Eagle told me, oh, we don't give letter of separations out anymore. So then I drove my truck all the way up to Indianapolis. Because at that point, then they'll take your decals off. If you no longer need the Qualcomm, they're going to take the Qualcomm. Actually, I think they take the Qualcomm no matter what. Because if you're going to another company, they'll put in their Qualcomm. But I may be wrong on that part. But since I don't have a Qualcomm over here, I pulled out the Qualcomm, the main head unit, the little white satellite dish part, or the antenna, and the little black box that sits underneath your bunk, or wherever they put it. You need those. They'll pull off all the labels, all the decals, your IFTA stickers, shit like that. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty easy. I mean, once I got the quality, I went right back into the same line that, like, when I first leased the truck, or when I first got the truck, and I just talked to them. I said, hey, I'm switching companies. What do I need to do? And they walked me through the whole step. I mean, granted, with my issue with quality, or I mean, with Eagle saying that I was terminated, that kind of threw a jam in everything, because now we had to email back and forth to find out that, yes, I wasn't terminated, all that shit. Because they said that I terminated my lease and everything, which obviously I didn't. So, with that being said, that was a little bit more of a headache. So, we'll go from there. Let's see here. Deldrick Dorico. How's CDN working for you? Honestly, I can't tell you because I've only been here, not even a week yet. I've only pulled 2 loads with them so far. But so far, I mean, it's alright. So far, it's pretty good. But I also said that about Eagle, so I mean, it's hard to really truly put that into perspective right now. You hope everything's going good. Let's see. Do you choose your own loads? You can, to a point. Your dispatcher will get you all your loads. Okay? You have the right to turn those loads down. Now, if you're on a load board, and say you find a load that you want, then you call up your dispatcher. You say, hey, I found this load from this broker. It's paying this much going from this place to this place. Book it. Then your dispatcher will call up the broker and go ahead and book the load. How often do you get a load down to Florida? Before, I used to avoid Florida. I used to avoid Florida really bad, because freight coming out don't pay shit. Now with this company, it wouldn't hurt if I went to Florida or not, because I'm making $1.05 a mile no matter what coming back out. And that's no matter if I'm, deadheading or got a load coming out with this company anyways. Oh, you're okay. It says you were thinking about dealing with quality companies. Quality companies is just a dealership. That's all they are. You got to have another company that you're actually going to be hired on with in order to get that. Texas Rebel Highway. I wasn't going to read this off, but I'm going to write it off anyways. He said, do you like banana suits? I saw that. I couldn't help but laugh. We'll leave that one to Trucker Darren. Okay? We'll let Trucker Darren answer that one. Let's see here. PJ Smith, if you're owner-operator, how much you make per mile? Do you get paid weekly? What company do you work for? And is it a good company? Okay, PJ Smith, with that, obviously, you don't... That kind of shows that you don't follow my videos too much, but I'll go ahead and read them off anyways. Over here, I make $1.05 a mile plus fuel surcharge, or 75% of the load, whichever pays more in certain areas. When I'm in Chicago or LA, it's $1.05 a mile, or one of their set rates. If I'm going from Chicago to LA, it's 95 cents. If I'm going from Chicago to New York, it's like $1.65. If I'm going from Chicago to the Midwest, then it's like $1.35 or something like that. But for the most part, it's $1.05 a mile plus fuel surcharge, or 75% of the load, whichever pays more. You do get paid weekly. The company I work for right now is CDN, like Charlie David November. Is it a good company? So far, it seems like it's a good company. I couldn't tell you. Just like in the previous Question, I've only been here a week so far. Let's see here. Louis Zamora, I guess. When you were an owner-operator at night, did it go well? Were the trucks covered? Yes, the trucks were covered at 70 over there. Did it go well? Yes. I was making money. I was positive. I only had 2 negative checks over there, which were my own doing because I spent too much time at home. Or one of them, no, actually I take that back. One of them was because I took like a week off. The other one I bought way too much fuel. I had a heavy foot and just blew through too much fuel, and plus it kind of coincided with taking some time off. So we got some flashing lights out there for something. But with night, yeah, I did make money. The only reason why I left night is because I didn't. Once I was in the owner-op business over there with them, there was things I didn't agree on. And it was mainly their maintenance repair program. I didn't agree with that. I wish I could have backed out of that at any point in time. But in order for them, you got to back out of it, right from the get-go. So, since I couldn't back out of it afterwards, I went ahead and left. But I leased over there for just about a year. And pretty much everybody that I was in constant talking to about leaving, I was really hesitant on leaving night. Because they were a good company. I made money with them. I never really had too many issues with my truck as far as it breaking down or anything. So I didn't want to turn in that truck and get another truck that was just going to break down on me. So I mean, it took me a while to convince myself to go ahead and turn in that truck and move. Because I was thinking, well, shit, I just made a year's worth of payments that are now gone. I have no control over it. I can't get them back, So, it took me a while, but I decided, yeah, finally, to leave. Am I glad I left? Kind of goes back and forth, honestly. Dealing with Eagle, there was times I wish I would have stayed at night. Granted, I still made more money than I did at night, because it was on a percentage basis. Now over here, their set rate per mile is lower than what night paid. But their deadhead miles is paid more. I get a bonus over here where at night I didn't. My fixed expenses are a lot lower over here than what they were at night. Now granted, my truck payments, actually night compared to here, yeah, this one's still a little bit cheaper. My fixed expenses at night were like $900, I think, something like that. $900 to $1,000. And over here, I'm paying like $850. And I got a brand new truck versus a truck that's 4 years old, So, do I wish I was still at night? No. If the owner-operator thing ever doesn't work out for me, if I decide to just say, it's not for me anymore, I'm going to turn it all in and go back to company driver, night would possibly be one of the companies that I would go back to. Because they treated me good. I was always making money with them. Company driver and owner-operator. And most likely I'd probably train over there if I went back. But mainly because of the extra money that you get for training. But I kind of miss training in a sense too. But I don't want to train being an owner-operator. I don't want the students fucking up my truck. But company equipment, hey, they can grind the gears all they want, until they learn. But I do kind of miss training, though. I had fun when I was training. But we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping everything goes great over here. That way, if all said and done is going good, this time next year, or 8 to 12 months from now, probably the year mark though, is when I'll consider getting another truck and hiring on a driver. And then once I get that driver, see how they're working out, and possibly get a second truck and a third truck and so on. I don't want to get too many trucks. I want to stop myself probably right around 5 trucks. 5 to 6 trucks. That's about it. I don't want to get too much bigger than that, because then it's just too much headache. Too much time dealing with shit. But other than that, guys, that concludes our questions and answers. Quick update. We're up here back at the Chicago yard. Don't exactly have another load quite yet, but we'll see what happens with that tomorrow. Oh, there's a guy I ran into down there towards Dallas area. But what else? Other than that, I think that about does it, guys. I know Trucker Danner's headed back down towards Texas again. I don't know exactly where I'm going to head yet, or where I want to go yet. I just want to get something nice and long that'll kind of handle the weekend run, plus more. Plus, you know, make money, but hold me out through the weekend. I know I'm rambling. I'm trying to think of what to talk about. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this video out. I'm gonna sit here and get some rest. Probably play some video games or something. Other than that, ask more questions down below. Actually, we're gonna don't ask questions down below. We will make another questions and answers here probably in another 2 weeks or so. That way, I'm a little bit more situated with this company. We can see how we're running. I can answer more questions that way. If you guys are interested in coming to work over here at CDN, hit me up on Facebook. I will give you my recruiter's direct cell phone number. That way you can get in contact with him. Or when you call, if you happen to just call up recruiting, you want to talk to Tracy. Tracy's a good guy. He'll hook you up. Just let him know that Jonathan Rhodes sent you. You'll get the sign-on bonus and all that kind of good stuff, which is $3,000, which is $1,500 after 90 days, and another $1,500 after your year mark. But other than that, just hit me up on Facebook if you got any questions that you need an answer to right away. Because those go directly to my cell phone, and I'll answer them as soon as I get them. Obviously, if I'm asleep, you'll have to wait till the morning or something. But during the day or whatever I can get them, I can answer them. So until then, guys, till our next video, which will be coming... I might not worry about a video Friday because we already know roughly what my pay is going to be, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the ball rolls. So, until the next video, we'll say, drive safe. Keep that shiny side up. Like, share, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. Drive safe, everyone.